So this problem is we have to design a neural network for OR gate. Here W1 is 0.6, W2 is 0.6, and threshold is 1, learning rate is 0.5. Okay, so at first let me draw the table for OR gate. I am using x1 and x2 because we will use formula W1 and x1, so that's why. Okay, so x1, let's find the value for 0 and 0. So we have to write that for x1 is 0, x2 is 0, and target is also 0. x1, x2, this one is target 0. Okay, so we know here w1 is 0.6, w2 is 0.6. So we will use this formula xiwi equal to w1 into x1 plus w2 into x2. So here w1 is 0.6, this one w1 is 0.6, and w2 is 0.6. x1 is 0, 0.6 into 0, so our output is 0. So our predicted value is 0, our target also 0. So this condition is satisfied. Here predicted equal to target. So this condition is satisfied. We don't have to do anything. We have to find for next value. Okay, next value x1 will be 0, x2 will be 1. So for x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 1, and our target will be 1. So let's find out. Here wi xi equal to w1 into x1 plus w2 into x2. So w1 is 0.6 into x1 is 0 plus w2 0.6 into x2 is 1, 0, and it will be 0.6. So here value is 0.6, that is less than 1. Okay, 1 is threshold value. Here 1 is threshold value. So if this value is less than 1, so this value will be 0. If this value is greater than 1, this value will be 1. Okay, so this value will be 0 because it is less than our threshold. So look here, target is not matching, is not equal to predicted. So we have to update the weight. So how we will update the weight? Using one formula. The formula is w new equal to w old plus learning rate. I just write here L, it is referring learning rate, bracket targeted minus predicted value into xi. Here we stop in this point. So here targeted and predicted and xi will take value from this particular places. Okay, because we stuck here, our target and predicted is not matching from there, that's why we have to take all of this value from there. So let me find for w1. Here w1 old was 0.6 plus learning rate was 0.5. Here our learning rate was 0.5. Our target value was 1. Okay, here t is 1, but we got here our predicted value is 0. xi we are finding value for w1, so xi will be x1. x1 is 0, so this value will be 0.6, it will be 0. Okay, so W1 will be these things. And let's find out W2. W2 will be it was 0.6 plus 0.5 learning rate. T and P will be same, 1 minus 0. xi will be W2, meaning xi means it will be x2. Okay, because this is W2, we have to take x2, so x2 is 1. So our new value will be 0.6 plus 2 will be 0.5, so it will be 1.1. So we got our new value, that is new W1, new W2, new W1, new W2. We will check with this new W1, W2 with for this point, this point, this point, and this point. Okay, for x1 is 0, x2 is 0, our target is 0. Okay, so we know the value is W1 is we got on new W1. Our new W1 is new W1 new 0.6, W2 new 1.1. Wi xi W1 into x1 plus W2 into x2. So W1 is 0.6, xi is 0. W2, okay, we have to put the W value, that is 1.1, x2 also 0. So 0 into 0, it will be 0 plus 0, 0. So here our predicted value is 0 and our target value also 0. So T equal to P. So we don't have to do anything. We have to check for next point. Next point is 0 and 1. Our target rate is 1. For 0, this is x1 and x2 is 1 and target rate is 1. So Wi xi, so it will be W1 into x1. We know the W1 value is 0.6 into x1 is 0 plus we know the value of W2. W2 is 1.1. 1.1 into 1. It will be 0 plus it will be 1.1. 1.1. So 1.1 is greater than 1, or threshold value. So final output will be 1. So here T also equal to P, target equal to P. We don't have to do anything, we have to check for our next point. Okay, now we have to find for another point for x1 equal to, and this time we will find for this one, x1 equal to 1 and x2 equal to 0. x2 0 and our targeted value is T, it is 1. So Wi xi will be 0.6 into 0 plus 1.1 into, check, that is 0.6 into 1 because W1 into x1, W into x2. Okay, so W2 into x2. So this value will be 0.6 plus this value will be 0. So output will be 0.6. So 0.6 is not greater than to 1, it is less than 1. So we know if the value is less than 1, that case our value will be 0. So here target is not equal to predicted value. So you have to again update the weight. So updation the weight, we know the formula is w new equal to w old plus learning rate t minus p into xi. So our this time our w1 is 0.6, w2 is 1.1. so for w1 0.6 plus learning rate 0.5, our targeted value was 1 but predicted value is 0, and xi will be x1 because we calculating value for w1. So this value will be 0.6 plus here will be 0.5, it will be 1.1, and the value w2 will be w2 equal to 0, sorry, our w2 old value was w2 old 1.1 plus our learning rate was 0.5, target rate was 1 0. Here xi, in case of w2 we have to find x2, we have to use x2 is 0, so it will be 1.1 plus 0, 1.1. so we got a new updated w1, this is w1 and w2 value. So using this value we have to again check all of these 4 points. So our new w1 value is 1.1 and new w2 value is 1.1. so we have to again check all of this point. So let's find for value x1 is 0, x2 0, our targeted is 0. So you know wi xi will be w1 into x1, sorry it will be x1 plus w2 into x2. We know w1 is 1.1 updated one and x1 is here 0 plus w2 1.1 into 0, so value will be 0. So here it is predicted value, a targeted value also 0, so you can say that target value equal to predicted value. So it follow. So we have to find out for we have to check for another point. For x1 equal to, suppose we are checking for next point, that is x1 1 and x2 is 0 and targeted value is 1. So w1 wi xi equal to w1 into x1 plus w2 into x2, 1.1 into x1 is 1 value, w2 value is 1.1 into x2 is at 0. So we got here 1.1. okay, so it's greater than 1, so our value will be 1. Here 1 is threshold. Okay, so here t equal to p, target equal to prediction we got. So we have to check for next point. We have only 2 points remaining, that is for x1 is 0 and x2 is 1, targeted is 1. So wi xi 1.1 into 0 plus 1.1 into 1, so value will be 1.1, so it will be p equal to t. okay, so if we check for another 1 point, that is x1 is 1 and x2 is 1, our targeted value is 1. So wi xi will be 1.1 into 1 plus 1.1 into 1 will be 1.1 plus 1.1 will be 2.2. It is greater than 1, so value will be 1. Here 1 is threshold value. So with this W1 value, that is 1.1, and W2 1.1, this value is of every condition is satisfied for AND gate. So we can write here the our final W1 is 1.1 and W2 is 1.1, threshold is 1, learning rate LR is 0.5. Answer.